Hey y'all, it's Sierra, aka Capricorn Moon Goddess, back with another video. And this is going to be a reading over 1010. I keep seeing 1010. 1010 has been a number that has been showing up for me for years, but lately it has just been like in my face 24/7. So, of course, there are the numerology explanations for 1010 or the number 10. There's the astrology explanations. There's spiritual numbers, angel numbers that you can look up. But I'm going to combine the numerology, the astrology, and intuitive messages about 1010 because um when you see these repeating numbers, repetitive numbers, mirroring numbers, an example of mirroring numbers would be like 12, 21, or even if you see numbers like 12, 12, or something like that, they don't always mean the same thing every time you see them. I'm a person that sees spiritual numbers, angel numbers, repetitive numbers all day, every day. I see every last one of them all day, every day. Okay? But 1010 has been like blaring at me. So I really didn't want to look up the spiritual meanings of them all, the angel numbers. Everybody says different things. So it's kind of like you can look it up to see which one resonates with you, but I prefer to just do pull intuitive messages, and I do think the numerology and astrology, those explanations typically make sense. So combine those with intuition. That's the way that I like to figure out what angel numbers are meaning, because like I said, depending on the situation you're in, what you got going on around you, they don't always mean the same. So, of course, use your own discernment while you're listening to this reading, all of that stuff. So, let's start with how I've been seeing 1010 lately. So, several of you told me that your birthdays are on 1010. So, because I was saying I was a Libra, so people started telling me what their birthdays were. And a lot of you have birthdays on October 10th, or people that have birthdays on October 10th. So it's been showing up that way. I've been seeing it on a lot of different things. A lot of those things have to do with the date 1010 though. So people's birthdays. Also, I got an email from work today. We were supposed to roll out a new process. They are going to be delaying that until October 10th. So maybe some of y'all had something that was delayed recently, but you may be able to get it done or see that come into fruition on October 10th. My phone is on 82% right now. 8 plus 2 is 10. My friend asked me to do an event with her. I told her I wasn't sure. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. She was like, okay, cool. Can you let me know by 10:10 if you want to do it? Because that's the deadline to do the application or whatever. So some of y'all have a deadline of October 10th, or something's going to be coming into fruition October 10th. When I actually wrote these notes, it was 11:55. 5 plus 5 is 10. There's 10 showing up again. And then, so I was like, okay, let me look at the astrology of the 10th house. I already know what the 10th house is because it comes up for me a lot, but I wanted to check my birth chart to see what's going on with the 10th house because I really don't have too much going on in my 10th house. The 10th house represents, in astrology, it represents your career, it represents your reputation, the way people see you, it represents, if you have fame or a lot of success, public success. But it has a lot to do with your career, your social status, prestige, your ambition, success, professionalism, all that stuff. Okay. So some of y'all may be seeing a change in your career status and your social status. Okay. You might be the 6 of wands. You might be the 6 of wands out here getting like public recognition about something, but there's going to be some success, somewhere for you all coming up pretty soon, okay? The number 10 can also represent the end of a cycle and the start of a new cycle, so it can represent new beginnings as well. It can be endings, but also new beginnings, okay? It can also carry the energy of the number 1 because 1 plus 0 is 1. So if you break 10 down, it could be number 1. Maybe you will look into your first house or something like that to see what you got going on there. It could also represent Aries, the first zodiac sign. And let me tell y'all something. So I decide, also it can be the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn, Saturn. So it can represent the zodiac sign of Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. 10th house is ruled by Saturn. So, once again, your reputation, very responsible people, very successful people, boss-like type energy, okay? Y'all might be getting a new position to be like a manager, a boss, you might be a CEO, you might have your own business. You may see a change in your business coming up pretty soon, a good change, a positive change. Okay, it can represent luck, opportunity. So you all may have new opportunities coming your way. But anyway, so I decided to look at my 10th house and I noticed there was a little symbol that had like an X and then a circle. So I was like, what is that? And it was like the Aries symbol was also like next to it. So first of all, the Roman numeral X is 10. Let's just talk about that. The Roman numeral X is 10, and there's a symbol on my 10th house with an X and a circle around it. So there's 10 showing up again. But I looked up, what is this X with the circle? So it's the part of fortune in astrology, okay? So maybe you want to look up where your part of fortune is in astrology, but mine is in the 10th house in the sign of Aries. So we also have Aries showing up in this as well. So we've got Capricorn showing up and Aries showing up as the zodiac signs. And we also have Saturn and Mars showing up as the planets because Aries is ruled by Mars, Capricorn ruled by Saturn. So you all have a lot of boss-like energy. You have a lot of energy of being brave. You have a lot of energy of being the first to do things. You may be the first in your family to do a lot of things. Maybe the first to start a business, the first to graduate college, the first to hold, like, to make over $100,000 a year. I don't know. It's a lot of you doing things first in your family or in your friend circle, your social circle, okay? You are a self-starter. You're very, very ambitious. And when I was looking up the part of fortune in Aries, the lady that I was watching, if I can remember to, I will put her YouTube channel like on the screen. But she was saying like there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition because Aries can be like a competitive sign. So like I said, a lot of our readings have been saying people are in like secret competitions with you all the time. People just naturally want to compete with you. That could be having something to do with your birth chart. Okay, go look to see where your part of fortune is in the birth chart. But mine is in the 10th house in Aries. People always trying to compete with me all the time. So y'all may have that situation going on. It basically shows that you are going to be very successful in the area of your career, okay? Starting your business, pretty much whatever you do, creative ventures, relationships, all that, you can be very, very successful, but you do have to put in effort, okay? People may think things come to you very easily, but you do have to put in a lot of effort because Saturn, I cannot get away from Saturn in my birth chart. When I tell y'all, life has been easy and hard for me at the same time. My life is so much about duality, and then I'm a Libra on top of that, all this duality. So things are easy for you, but hard at the same time because people just try to make things harder for you.